2A state semifinal between top-ranked and defending state champion Florida A&M University out of Tallahassee, the Baby Rattlers, under the direction of Coach Ahmad Ali, and the Pride of Grandview Prep, ranked second in the state under the direction of Gary Downing II. The Pride 25-2. They were here last year. The Baby Rattlers 24-4. As I mentioned, they won it all. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Rideout, along with PK Young head coach Willie Powers. Coach, this one should be a good one.
You have 1 and 2, so it should be pretty exciting.
All right, so 8 minutes up on the board. We'll play 4 8-minute quarters to determine who will play in the Class 2A state championship game. The winner gets the winner of the Academy at the Lakes versus Sheridan Hills Christian game coming up at 4 o'clock, as the tip into the backcourt is controlled by our team in white. That's the home team, Grandview Prep. The Pride, as I mentioned, ranked second in the Source Hoops rankings. Those are the rankings we like to use. There are several of them out there, but the Pride 25-2, no question, have had an unbelievable season. Burgess grabs it out of the air to keep it alive, and turning and shooting in the lane. This is going to be a tough matchup for the Baby Rattlers today, Coach, because of the size of Pierre Luis.
Yeah, she's 6'4", and she plays 6'4". Keeps the ball high, very strong, especially around the basket. She's shooting right at about 74% from the field. A pretty high percentage. And
she was in foul trouble in their last game in the region final against First Baptist. 41-39 was the final, as it was the freshman, Julia Duncan, who made a layup with 2 seconds to play in the game to give them the victory there before.
Right,
so
she plays in open air all summer.
Right. Ball fake. Nice play there by Petithomme. Nija Petithomme with her first 2 of the game, and it's a 2-point lead for FAMU. And a steal. We're all tied.
You can't get Petithomme warmed up. If she gets warmed up, it could be a long day here.
Nija Petithomme with 2 quick baskets. She averages 22.8 points per game. They've got 2 players that average over 20. That's a nice 1-2 punch inside and out for Grandview Prep.
Yeah, we played that 1-2 punch last year with a state championship team, and I tell you, they gave us everything we wanted. I tell you, Petithomme played 32 minutes full speed. We trapped her. We did a lot of things, but she played 32 hard minutes. And the same thing here. If FAMU High gets lax on defense, she's gonna put up some numbers.
So Petithomme with 4 to lead Grandview Prep. LaCara Salter with 4 to lead FAMU. We're tied at 6, so a good start so far in this 1 versus 2 matchup under 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. The Class 1A state championship game is set earlier today. And our first 2 semifinals of the day. Chipley, a 55-50 winner, as that basket is good again by Salter. 6 points in the quarter for Salter. But Chipley defeated, Coach, 55-50 was the final. Boy, up and down pace now as Petithomme comes right back.
This is where Petithomme wants it. She gets in the open court, she's hard to guard. And I'll tell you, Coach Downing is doing a good job of changing his defenses here, too.
Traveling is called on Jasmine Jones. The freshman turns it over. Also earlier today, South Walton defeated the Villages 54-30. So tomorrow at 4:35, it will be Chipley and South Walton for the 1A title. A runner won't go down for Petithomme. FAMU comes away with it. We're all tied at 8. Approaching our first media timeout of the game.
As Jones getting out and going.
Jasmine Jones gets her first 2 points of the game. The freshman averages 14 a game. Ball deflected and stolen. Once again, here's Jones laying it in.
And that's what the press is doing, is beginning to get some easy baskets for FAMU High. And if they get on a roll, they can go. So a good timeout for Coach Downing.
Calls a 30-second right at our media timeout. 3:55 to play in the opening quarter. 12-8 is our score. The Baby Rattlers, thanks to 6 points by LaCara Salter, 4 points for Jasmine Jones, with a 4-point lead early in this first quarter. As you take a look at both these teams, Coach, you mentioned the tough schedule for FAMU. They're not afraid to play anybody. They played Miami-Norland. They played Gainesville High, who you're familiar with, Colquitt County out of Georgia. They've loaded up against the larger schools.
And that's what you have to do if you plan on getting your team prepared for the run late in the year. I mean, you see a lot of teams with records at 25-1, but haven't played the stiff competition and have themselves in trouble once they get to regionals. So you know, he kind of does the same thing I do. We've talked a long time about, you know, playing that tough schedule no matter if you're down or not. You know, playing the top teams to make sure when you get into district and regional, you're ready.
Meanwhile, Grandview Prep has only lost twice this season. They fell to Boynton Beach back in November and also lost to Palm Beach Lakes. Full court pressure again.
Ooh.
And it's stolen away by Salter. Another basket for Jasmine Jones. So Jones with 6, Salter with 6.
A great assist by Salters looking up and getting the ball with Jones.
Early numbers from the first quarter. That one swatted away by the freshman. She says, no, I don't think so. Grandview Prep, 50% from the floor. Prior to that shot, 4 of 8. FAMU, 6 of 8. So both teams shooting the basketball very well here in the early going.
A lot of layups, not a lot of jump shots.
That's true.
That's
Good point.
Be the key.
There's a jump shot for 3. Pierre Luis couldn't get the shot to go down. Kept alive, though, by the Pride. And from 15 feet, Petahome comes up just short.
And this is where FAMU want to be in transition.
A runner in the lane by McNeely was no good, but it's cleaned up. Salter banks it home. LaKara Salter with 8 points. And almost another steal. In fact, it is stolen away. This pressure has caused numerous turnovers. Like an alley-oop, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like I think she threw it a little bit short, but great idea though, because she had her big post player down with a guard.
LaKara Salter already with 8 points in the quarter and a 3 by McNeely. I believe that's our first 3 of the day.
Yes. And this is another one of those FAMU runs where they're going 11-0 run, and they're steady after you.
Yeah, we were just tied at 8 apiece, and you're right, an 11-0 run to put them up by double digits. Didn't take long, did it?
And believe me, it doesn't stop because they pressure all over the court. He changes his defense, and like I say, they get after you.
And we mentioned their margin of victory, average margin of victory, 48 points in the playoffs. That's a blocking foul, and it will be the first on Salter. That's the third team foul against FAMU.
And that's what Petahome does if you don't stay in front of her. She will get you in foul trouble.
They go back door, but Pierre Luis can't finish. The follow shot also no good, and the freshman Jones with a rebound.
Back in transition.
Jones will slow down and wait on her teammates. An 11-point lead for the defending state champions. Right wing 3, no good by McNeely. Loose ball. Kept alive by the Pride. Outlet ahead to Quellier. Stolen by McNeely. Taken right back by Quellier, who misses the layup.
Nice try.
That's an opportunity to cut it to single digits as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Well, if you notice, right now, Pierre Luis is grabbing the shorts. That's not a good sign early in the game, but this is what happens when you get in transition.
Another try for 3 by McNeely. No good, and the Pride have an open player underneath. That's Burgess. She misses the layup. So that's 2 missed layups for Grandview Prep. Twice they've had a chance to cut it to single digits.
This is what FAMU High wants. They want to get up and down the court, and you can tell that right now. You see that.
Well, how about that pass, Coach?
Nice pass. You can see right now Grandview is winded. They use the second time out. They're winded, and this is what FAMU High does to you. They come at you in waves.
Timeout on the floor. 1:24 remaining in the opening quarter. Jasmine Jones with 8 on the assist from LaKara Salter, who also has 8. Jones and Salter have combined for 16 of their 21 points, and it's a 13-point lead.
And this is what happens when you have a team that plays as a team. You notice no one worries about who's scoring, who's shooting the balls. They're trying, they're getting the ball to the open people, and that's a great job by Salter. Great pass.
Don't forget, coming up next here in Class 2A, our other semifinal between Academy at the Lakes and Sheridan Hills Christian, scheduled for a 4 o'clock tip. 3A will be played tomorrow. We have 4A coming up tonight And another good one in Ribault and Dunbar. Dunbar, the defending state champion out of Fort Myers. 1 versus 2 matchup at 7 o'clock tonight. And then at 8:30 in the other 4A semifinal, it's Atlantic, led by Ronnie Williams, who's going to the University of Florida, McDonald's All-American.
And she's a really good basketball player. Her dad's done a good job with her. She plays hard. She does it the right way. I feel so good for Coach Butts, having his McDonald's All-American. That's they don't come that often. And, she's done a good job of getting herself, ready for that.
They'll take on Coral Springs Charter and a battle of top 5 teams. That's 4A coming up tonight right here on the FHSAA network. Try for 3, or did they give her a 2? That's a 2 for Pierre Luis. So 4 points for Vivi, the 6'4 junior, who shows her range for a big girl.
Right. But one thing that FAMU High is doing is, regardless that they're getting baskets here, they're getting
Salter.
They're getting Grandview Prep in a situation where they have to exert a lot of energy. And that wears them down for the third quarter. Oh, that could be another foul.
And that's number 2, or did they call traveling? Well, she got bailed out there, because I thought the contact was what caused the travel. So she was fortunate not to pick up her second foul. That last basket by Jones puts her in double figures.
In the first quarter.
Right.
And you see what FAMU High is doing here, too. They're rotating a lot of players, and that wears on you. When you can keep rotating quality players in and you're not missing anything. It's not a matter of scoring. You're not missing a beat.
That shot blocked by Pierre Luis, and then a foul called in the backcourt.
Well, right here, I think FAMU's, they're trying to shoot a lot of tray balls here when they can get to the basket when they want to. And I think, if they keep shooting a lot of tray balls, you're going to allow Grandview Prep right back in it, because, like you said, Pierre Luis and Petitholme, they do a good job of getting to the basket. So, Grandview right now is weathering the storm.
Yeah. And a chance to possibly make it a 3-point game if they can hit a 3. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Ooh. And that draws a foul.
That could be Salter's second.
She was there. I'm not sure if she's the one that's going to get called for the foul.
Well, that's Salter's second.
Actually, you're right. It is going to be on LaCaris. So 2 fouls on the 2A Player of the Year.
Well, if I'm Grandview here, I think I'd probably be trying to throw it in every trip down.
First basket good by Pierre Luis. She has 5 in the opening quarter. And she knocks down both free throws.
Change in defense here.
Pierre Luis averages 22 a game. Salter. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. FAMU went on an 11-0 run, and they lead by 11 at the end of 1. Class 2A state semifinals from the Lakeland Center. It's FAMU of Tallahassee 23, Grandview Prep of Boca Raton 12. Back to the Lakeland Civic Center right after this. Mike Rideout along with PK Young girls basketball coach Willie Powers. Welcome back to the Lakeland Center. This is a Class 2A state semifinal between FAMU and Grandview, a matchup of the top 2 teams in the state according to the Source Hoops poll. FAMU, the defending state champions, ranked number 1. Grandview Prep, which was in the Final Four last year, ranked number 2. We knew it would be a good battle coming in. And, Coach, your thoughts at the end of 1 quarter?
Well, the I'll tell you, FAMU's got them where they want with the transition, but FAMU's shooting a lot of tray balls here and letting Grandview right back in the game. But Coach Downey has done a good job of changing his defenses, and it's been very successful.
And even though we were talking about this during the break, even though FAMU's got them right where they want them, in a way, Grandview Prep has them right where they want them too, even though they're down double digits.
Yeah, because FAMU's getting in a little foul trouble here, and you can see FAMU's already taken four trays in this game already. So, if I'm Grandview here, I think I'd keep going back into the post because she's been very hard to handle in that post.
FAMU shot 61% in the opening quarter, 11 of 18. After a miss, the follow good by Pierre Luis, who has 8 points.
Very strong around the basket.
Pride were 5 of 16 in the first quarter. Yeah, she's shown the ability to shoot it outside, and of course, with her size at 6'4", she can play inside as well. Another three. You talked about settling for the three.
There we go. Another transition. She gets in transition really quick.
And Petahome has 8. Pierre Luis with 8. Petahome with 8.
Another long rebound from a tray, and what do you get? You get a layup. And they're right back in the game.
7-point game. Right.
And you look at it, he's basically in a diamond and one here on Jones, which he's doing a pretty good job. You have your post player in the post there, so I guess that's probably why they're not trying to get to the basket.
Baby Rattlers 24-4 on the year. Trying another three. McNeely with another miss, but this time they get the offensive board. Aaliyah Barrington, the senior, went up and got it. She's only 5'5", but was able to get the long rebound. This one saved again, but now taken away. Transition. Jillian Duncan, the 7th grader.
Block shot. Great job, Jones. FAMU High is now 1 of 7 from the tray.
Duncan, who missed that layup attempt, Coach, only 12 years old. She's averaged 20 minutes a game this year.
It's pretty impressive.
Yes. Talk about big-time experience to be able to play on a stage like this at that young age.
Well, if you notice, she wasn't intimidated going in there. She didn't worry about getting the shot block, and that's a good sign.
So the Pride down 7 with a basketball. Petahome with a miss, but kept alive. Lob pass inside to Pierre Luis.
Great hands. Great hands.
There's Petahome. And she knocks down the shot. So Nija Petahome is in double figures with 10. Petahome averages 22.8 a game.
Well, if you notice now, Grandview's getting in a rhythm here. And that's not good because now they're getting the shots they want because they're taking care of the basketball. And FAMU's not hitting shots, so they're not able to get in their press.
Well, they hit a big three there, and it's Aaliyah Barrington's first points of the game. Second three of the game for the Baby Rattlers. Nice shot with a one hand off the glass. Boy, I tell you, Petahome, she's had a brilliant career, over 1,500 points in her high school career. She scored over 1,000 points in her 2-year career at Grandview Prep. Timeout call with 5:08 to play here in the second quarter. 26-20 as they get it back to 6 points.
Well, like I said, Petahome gets wherever she wants to on the court when she wants to. And she's doing a good job of scoring and also facilitating. If you look at it, they've missed, 4 shots at point-blank range that she's gotten them open. So, if Petahome keeps getting in transition, it could be some trouble here.
FAMU has 6 seniors on their roster, but only one of them starts.
Yep.
And for Grandview Prep, only 2 seniors on the roster, but only one starts.
Right.
So we could be seeing a preview of next year's 2A state semifinal or championship.
And you got to think about it. Grandview, other 2 starters from last year's game, one transferred to Douglas and one transferred to Lake Worth. So, who knows?
6-point lead for the Baby Rattlers. Here in the second quarter from the Lakeland Center. Almost
still in the box and one here.
And that's going to be a foul on Pierre Luis.
It's her first.
In fact, that's the first team foul against Grandview Prep. So almost a quarter and a half before they got called for their first foul. Salter.
Oh, nice shot. Nice job.
Looked good with the right hand. She banks it home.
I'd like to see more of that from her because when she gets in the post, she's dangerous. But she stands out on the perimeter a lot. I think she's better at the post because she just causes problems. Great job of passing the ball there, Petithomme.
That ball out of bounds. Last touch by FAMU. Salter scored her 1,500th career point against Talavana Christian on December the 3rd. Had 15 points in that game. She also grabbed her 1,000th career rebound against Rickards in December with 14 boards in that game.
Salter's had to be careful that she doesn't pick up a cheap one.
Like that. That could have been a dangerous play there, especially coming at a player shooting a three.
Right. The last one you could have got over the back. So she's going to have to be very careful here that she doesn't get herself in, that third foul earlier in the second quarter.
Foul called on Summer Burgess of the Pride. That's her first, team second. A chance for the Baby Rattlers to take a double-digit lead. First half action here in the Class 2A state semifinals from the Lakeland Center. Mike Rideout along with PK Young girls basketball coach Willie Powers. Salter for three. Yes. Lacaris knocks down her first shot beyond the arc. And we have a foul coming back the other way. Actually in the backcourt, it will be on Jones for a push. And she knocked down Jillian Duncan.
Looks like Jones getting a little frustrated because they have her in a box and one. And she's getting a little frustrated offensively. But that'll come. Just get yourself in transition. But now that puts Grandview at the line.
And it'll be the seventh grader with a chance to make it single digits if she can hit them both. This will be a 1-and-1. And the seventh grader calmly knocks down the shot.
Well, if you notice again, Coach Downer has done a great job of changing his defenses and is keeping them, FAMU High a little off kilter here.
Duncan hits 1 of 2, rebounded by Therese Leon. A 10-point lead for the Baby Rattlers. 3:36 and counting in the second quarter. Salter leading the way with 13 points, followed by Jasmine Jones with 10. Here's Salter again from three-point land. And the ball saved to Duncan. Good play there by Pierre Louise. And it draws the third foul on Salter. She went for the block, instead picked up the foul, and Petithome's going to go to the line to shoot two. Well, she's got to come out now, I would think.
And that goes again how smart Petithomme is. She has 2 fouls. You're not afraid to get your shot blocked. You take it right at her.
And already 13 points in the opening half for Neja Petithomme, who averages 22.8 a game. She's a 66% free throw shooter. Selected as a member of the 2A Florida Bakers Dozen All-State team as she hits the second free throw, and we're back to single digits. An 8-point game with 3:13 to play in the opening half. 31-23. FAMU's lead has been cut. So now it'll be interesting to see with Salter coming out of the lineup, Coach. FAMU has been, taking those shots beyond the arc. Will they continue to do that? And without Salter's present, how effective will they be?
Well, right now, with Salter's out, he might have to go back to his press, which was getting him easy baskets and getting Jones in transition, being that they're running, the diamond and one on her. And also now, Grandview's had a chance to rest because the pressure hasn't been there because they haven't pressed them again. So, it might be a change of defense here. But, it's easy to say over here, but it's a pretty tough job in that hot seat, trying to figure out what you really want to do and keep yourself from fouling because, hey, they're at 18 fouls now. So you have to be careful pressing with 18 fouls.
Yeah, 2 more and they'll be in the double bonus.
So that probably backed him off for pressing, which I can totally understand.
We'll see pressure now, the full length of the court by the Pride.
There goes again, down and changes his defense.
Taking a look at the numbers from the first half so far. FAMU 50% from the floor, 14 of 28. Grandview Prep 9 of 26, 34.6%. Open shot wouldn't go down. Kept alive by Jones. Jones had her shot blocked and then rebounded by Pierre Louise. Here's Petahome. Nice move. Can't get the bank to go. And taken away by the Baby Rattlers.
Got to get in transition here because now they're setting the defense.
And traveling is called on FAMU. And the number's pretty similar coming out of that last time out. Each team had 16 rebounds. Each team fairly even in turnovers. 7 for FAMU, 6 for Grandview Prep. FAMU has led by as many as 13, but right now it's a chance for the Pride to make it a 6-point game. No basket. A foul was called.
Illegal screen
on Grandview Prep.
Nice play, though.
It was.
If she doesn't move, that's a layup.
Julia Duncan, who hit the game winner in their last game out to get them here, picks up the foul. That's her first. Duncan hit a layup with 2 seconds to play to lift Grandview Prep to a 41-39 win over First Baptist Academy. Once again, a chance for the Baby Rattlers to take a double-digit lead.
Nice.
That is a pretty shot there by Jasmine Jones, the freshman with 12. Nice move by Petahome. Draws contact, no foul called. And we're under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jones averages 14 a game, so she's almost at her average, and we still have a whole second half to go. And they may have to rely on her with Salter on the bench.
But that was very smart for her to take the smaller player into the post then and post up. But now you have to get over to 6'4", who slides down.
Second foul on Summer Burgess. A freshman getting the start today for Grandview Prep. They start a freshman, a sophomore, 2 juniors, and a senior. FAMU starts 1 freshman, 2 sophomores, a junior, and a senior. 6 points now for Janiyah McNeely. And a timeout call with 1:40 to play in the first half. 34-23, an 11-point lead for FAMU. So Grandview Prep makes a little bit of a run, and now FAMU comes right back. And
if you notice, that's his 3rd timeout. So that could weigh down in the game if they get tired here. If they pick up the press again,
right?
You only have two timeouts left here.
Earlier today in the Class 1A semifinals, it was Chipley defeating Hilliard, the top-ranked team in 1A, 55-50. Also, South Walton was a 54-30 winner over the Villages. So it will be Chipley and South Walton in the 1A championship. FAMU, one of 5 state champions returning. Dr. Phillips in 8A, Edgewater in 6A, Dillard in 5A, Dunbar in 4A, and FAMU here in 2A, defending state champions. Second free throw good by McNeely. She's got 7 first half points. And it's a 12-point lead for the defending state champions.
Change the defense in the 1-2-2.
Another lob pass down low, and that might be there all day.
That's a nice play where you set your 2 guards on the post and set that back screen for the big girl. It's been effective. They moved on the last one, which would have been a 3-pointer.
Vivi has 10 points. So already 2 players in double figures for the Pride. Their 2 leaders, Pierre Louise and Petahome.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Look. And Jones with a finish. So that's 14. That's her average.
That was a good job of taking the smaller guard into the post and posting her up.
A chance to make it single digits. Petahome misses with a bank.
Oh.
Good idea, but over the head of Leon, out of bounds. Quellier returns for the Pride, number 10. Let's see if Grandview Prep decides to play for the final shot.
Well, now they're going into a boxing one on Petitholme, which is a good job here and changing the defenses.
Good look inside, but good recovery there by Leon to block the shot. No shot clock in high school basketball, so they can play for the final shot of the half. Petitholme makes her move. Gets her own rebound. And misses again. McNeely with a rebound for FAMU. 15 seconds left in the half. So the Baby Rattlers will have a double-digit lead at the break. Down to 2 seconds. Shot blocked. And that'll do it for the first half. Pierre Louise comes up with a big defensive play to end the opening half. The defending state champions, the Baby Rattlers of Tallahassee FAMU, with a 12-point lead at the break over Grandview Prep of Boca Raton. Our halftime score, FAMU 37, Grandview Prep 25. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to recap the first half and have the second half for you in this Class 2A state semifinal from the Lakeland Center. You're watching live coverage of the FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals here on the FHSAA Network.
Dedication, excellence, quality, and innovative ideas. This is the top of our game for more than 125 years. When you play this ball, like the team from the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals, you play with confidence on the court or on the field. When you play with quality, you play with best. We made first picture more than just a tool model and have understanding better the game. It's a product that works, helping you to train better, perform better when you play your hardest. Eager, this is in you. at Chick-fil-A in South Lakeland. Enjoy good old country cooking at Fred Southern Kitchen on Hardin Boulevard. This is the delicious country chicken and fish on Kathleen Road. The Heart and Soul Steak in Lakeland. This is Grillsmith at Lakeside Village. This is the King of the Wing, the Winners Circle Sports Bar and Grill on South Florida Avenue. Check out Jimbo's Pit Barbecue on Memorial Boulevard for tasty barbecue. 15 minutes to save you 15%. Geico.com. The Lakeland Championship, like to thank gold sponsor, Lakeland Hotel Motel Association, and Geico. Bluebell Ice Cream proudly made old-fashioned traditional way, so it tastes just like it was in crown, with a half-gallon today. For the next level of performance, Under Armour Sports Gear and Footwear, UnderArmour.com. For all your home furniture needs, visit your local Badcock Home Furniture and More store. Thank you to our championship committee bronze sponsors, Mr. Riley Short, Kellogg Marketing, Craig Advertising, Mr. Jack Bursi, and Imperial JAC Companies, Tony Funeral Parlor. Visit the Trophy Shop in Winter Haven or online at thetrophyshop.online.com for the finest symbols of excellence in Polk County. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes is touching millions of lives, one heart at a time. Neurology and Neurosurgery Associates providing complete neuro and spine care. Visit neurohaven.com. Thank you to our championship committee bronze sponsors, Mark McMahon, McMahon PA, Plain Site Strategies Group, Mr. Scott Langston, PA, and Dr. Stuart Merrill. Thank you to our championship committee deal sponsors, Mr. Bob Becker and Mr. Philip Seaver. Get your free Howard bread with your game day ticket stub and any $12 purchase at Hungry Howard's, the official pizza of the Lakeland Championship.
Welcome back to the Lakeland Center. You see our halftime score, 37-25, a 12-point lead for the Baby Rattlers, the defending state champions, 24-4 on the year, ranked number 1 according to Source Hoops. And the Pride of Grandview Prep ranked 2nd. They were here last year as well. They are 25-2. As we take a look at the numbers from the first half, FAMU was 16 of 34 from the floor, 47.1%, 3 of 10 beyond the arc. Grandview Prep, they were also 2 for 2 from the foul line. Grandview Prep was 10 of 33, so they took just 1 less shot. They were 0 of 5 beyond the arc, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Rebounds were pretty even, 22-20 in favor of FAMU. Turnovers were fairly even, 9 turnovers for FAMU, 6 for Grandview Prep. That three-point line really has been the difference for the most part, Coach.
Yeah, that in transition, FAMU getting out in transition when they had the press on. So we'll see if they come back. You know, they got to have a little foul trouble last half. So we'll see 0-0 in foul count. Will they go back to that press that, you know, kind of shook Grandview Prep up a little bit?
FAMU had 9 assists. Salter for 3. Salter with 3 fouls. Had to sit out for some of that second quarter. One of 2 players in double figures for the Rattlers. There's one of them. Jones with a miss and rebounded by Burgess. Outlet ahead now to Petahome. Petahome, look at her stop and then go, and she lays it in. Nice little stutter step move there by Petahome. She's got 16 points.
Petahome knows how to score. And if people can say how you do it, she knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Each team with 2 players with double figures. Salter feeding it back to Jones. Jones and Salter, the 2 players in double figures for the Baby Rattlers. 14 for Jones, 13 for Salter. I mentioned Petahome with 16. Pierre Luis has 10. And that's a good matchup right there. Pierre Luis against Salter, rebounded by the Pride.
I like to see Salter go into the post, but I mean, it's pretty tough when you're going into a big 6'4" who has long arms. So it's a little bit tougher. Good pass out of the post there.
A wide open look.
Off the glass.
And their first 3 of the game is by a 7th grader, Jillian Duncan. And it still counts the same.
Exactly. The 7th grader has no fear. You can tell she's not shook by being on the big stage, so that's a good thing.
It's a 7-point game. Salter fakes a 3. And Petahome had it, lost it, but picked up by Pierre Luis. Here comes Grandview Prep now with a chance to make it a 5-point game. Under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter in this Class 2A state semifinal. Coming up next at 4 o'clock, it will be the other semifinal between Academy at the Lakes, which was here last year, and Sheridan Hills Christian. Boy, that's a nice move there. Petahome with 2 more. She's got 18, and it's a 7-0 run to begin the third quarter.
Well, if FAMU doesn't pick up the intensity here, they could have themselves a pretty tough ball game here. They came out a little flat here. No intensity defensively, lethargic offensively. I think he might need to go back to his press so he can, you know, get the juices flowing again and get them back into that attack mode. It seems to me they're not in the attack mode.
And Coach Ali calls a timeout. That may be what they're discussing right now. Because, as I mentioned, 7-0 run. Duncan banking the 3, and then Petahome with 2 good moves to the basket.
And now you're getting Grandview into a little rhythm here, and that's not good because FAMU had them when they were pressing. They just had more energy. It just seemed like they were into it more. Now they seem like they're sitting back in the 1-2-2, real lethargic defensively. They're not trapping. They're not pressuring the ball.
Also coming up later tonight after our second 2A semifinal, we'll move to Class 4A. Number 1 versus number 2. Dunbar, the defending state champions out of Fort Myers, taking on number 2, Jacksonville Ribault. Both of those teams were here last year. In fact, 3 of the 4 that are in the state semifinals this year were here last year. The one that was not is led by McDonald's All-American. So looking forward to 4A coming up tonight, 7 o'clock and 8:30.
I'm so happy for that coach who's done worked a long time to get here.
Explosive move by Jones. Had it blocked by Pierre Luis. Taken right back, though, by FAMU. Salter cut off on the baseline. She's got to be careful there playing with those 3 fouls. Nice up
move.
and under move.
Nice post move.
Salter with 15. I thought for a moment she was going to wrap her arm around, and that would have drawn a foul. So
I thought they were going to get a 5-second call. But like I said, she has to be very careful here.
Salter feeds it ahead to McNeely, who lays it in.
Now they're getting a little running in them.
Now a 4-0 run for the Baby Rattlers. 9 points for the 5'6" sophomore, Janiah McNeely. Grandview Prep had gone 3 for their first 3. That shot blocked by Salter. Outlet ahead to McNeely. Nice save. Chance to go up double digits. Boy, that was a bunch of steps.
You get a little Michael. She's wearing 23. Michael Jordan got an extra step here and there.
Jones with a miss. Grandview Prep comes away with it.
But I like Jones attacking the big post player with no fear. And I mean, that's what you have to do. Try to get her in foul trouble. Oh, that's another legal screen. Nice
and once
basket.
again, Pierre Louise knocks down the shot.
She seems to be winded here, and it seems like FAMU's not taking advantage of that. They're, running with her.
Back to a 7-point game. Salter against Pierre Louise. Traveling is called. That's a good matchup. Pierre Louise at 6'4" against Salter at 6 foot. Salter, the reigning 2A Player of the Year.
And Pierre Louise does a good job of moving her feet too, but you can see she's grabbing the short. She's tired here.
Pierre Louise adds to her total. She has 14. She does look winded, but she's been able to hit a couple of shots.
Because FAMU High is now beginning to walk the ball up and down the court. So that plays right into Grandview's hands here, because now she can rest.
All right, yeah.
They got to stay on the attack. Great pass. Great pass.
Pettiholm blocks the shot, but also picks up the foul. That'll be her first.
Great
You're
pass.
right, that was a good look inside.
McNeely is the key to this team. I mean, she's the distributor. She does everything the right way, and that's what most point guards do.
Jasmine Jones with a chance to go above her average of 14 a game. She shoots 50% from the foul line. She averages 14 a game. And she has 14, all in the first half. So also looking for her first points of the second half. Chance now to make it a 6-point lead for the Baby Rattlers. But she misses both free throws. However, a big offensive rebound, and then traveling or double dribble is called on.
Still a great hustle there to get that rebound.
Carter will check out.
Now we have media timeout.
3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Got ourselves a ball game, Coach.
Yeah, I see. This plays right into Grandview's hands. They can walk the ball up the court, and defensively they can walk back on defense and then give themselves a chance to rest. Pierre Louise, Pettiholm haven't come out the game yet. They've played all 21 minutes so far. And also Summer Burgess, they've played all 18 minutes, all 21 minutes.
And they haven't gotten much help offensively either. 3 of the other 5 starters have yet to score today.
Right.
Burgess, Quellier, and Conrad have not scored.
And a couple of those, they had a couple of easy baskets that they didn't capitalize on.
Yeah, they had some layups that they couldn't hit in the first half.
Right. Coach Down is doing a great job, though, getting this team where they need to be and keeping this game close, and that could be dangerous down the end.
And that's really all you want to do. Keep it close until the fourth quarter, and then see what happens. FAMU is 2 for 9 here in this third quarter, 22%. Grandview Prep 5 of 7, 71.4%. They're upping their shooting percentage a little bit. Now up to 37.5% for the game after shooting just 30% in the first half. 11 turnovers for FAMU. Ball stolen away. Good steal by Jones.
Right then, you can see Jones' athleticism take over. But once she stole the pass, now she needs to get in transition.
Salter up top to Jones. Jones splitting defenders, can't finish. Goes after and saves the rebound.
Salters might want to be careful because she's gotten away with a couple that couldn't be fouled. So she needs to be careful on not picking up a cheap fourth foul here.
Pettiholm made her move into the lane, but she got fouled. It will be the second on Janiah McNeely.
Pettiholm is beginning to get where she wants to with the basketball.
That's just the first team foul of the second half. Well, they corrected now. 3 fouls on McNeely. Battle underneath. Pierre Luis can't finish, but traveling is called. FAMU turns it over.
Pierre Luis is very winded here. So now there's a time that FAMU High might want to take advantage of that and sprint down the court and get some easy baskets.
Duncan, the 7th grader, hands it off to Pettiholm. Pettiholm with 18 points.
Oh, good pass.
And that's going to be the 4th foul on Salter.
Got to be more disciplined on that one. I mean, like I said, she's gotten away with a couple that could have been called. You know, let her have that there.
And the reigning 2A player of the year will check out of the lineup. Regine Garner returns. And a foul in the lane will put Pierre Luis at the line to shoot 2 shots.
I'll tell you, Coach Down is doing a great job with this, keeping them in the game here by, running plays to his strengths. Now you have the size advantage. Where do you go? Right into the size. So very disciplined team here.
Pierre Luis gets the roll. She's 3 for 3 from the line.
Now
15 for the junior.
Now with the size problem, FAMU High might want to go back to that press because if not, they're going to throw it in every trip down. So you might want to look at pressing it here.
It's a 4-point game with under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Class 2A state semifinals from the Lakeland Center. A battle of the top 2 teams in the state. FAMU, the defending state champion. Bounce pass stolen away. Duncan, the 7th grader, comes up with a big steal.
Seems to me that Grandview is getting to every 50-50 ball here. They seem to be wanting it more. Great pass.
That was. Put it in the right
Great
spot
pass.
to draw another foul.
Like I said, with no ball pressure there, it's so easy to throw over the top here.
That's a 3rd foul on Regine Garner. Last year, FAMU defeated Hollywood Christian 55-53 on a 3 at the buzzer by Salter. As Pierre Luis misses the first free throw attempt. 6'4" junior. Missed them both. Try for 3. No good by McNeely. And a foul on McNeely will be her 4th. So McNeely with 4, Salter with 4.
That hurts because now you got your primary ball handler with 4 fouls and your primary post player with 4, and it puts a lot more pressure on Jones here to do more. And having to guard Pettiholm, that's a tough job. And Jones haven't come out the game yet either. So, that's going to wear on him.
Ball went off the hands of Burgess.
Good job.
Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. A 4-point lead for FAMU. But 2 players in serious foul trouble for the Baby Rattlers. Their point guard and their post player.
Oh, good job. Way to take the ball to the basket there.
That's Keani Sims, who has yet to score today, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2. And I believe Pettiholm picked up the foul.
That's her first.
Actually, they called it on Jillian Duncan, which is her first. Sims, a 5'7" senior.
Oh. Didn't get the shooter's roll on that one.
Sims shoots 50%. She averages 2 points a game. Much better shot there.
That puts him up 5 here.
And let's see if Grandview Prep will play for the final shot of this third quarter. Pettiholm in the corner. Burgess. Now back out to Pettiholm for 3. Yes!
Big basket.
First shot beyond the arc for Pettiholm. It's a 2-point game with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jones lost the handles. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that'll do it. Grandview Prep very much alive in this one. As we head to the fourth quarter, they've cut it to 2. Our score at the end of 3 is FAMU 42, Grandview Prep 40. We'll return to the Lakeland Center right after this. You're watching live coverage of the Class 2A state semifinals right here on the FHSAA Network. A 15-5 run in the third quarter has gotten the Pride within 2 points, 42-40. FAMU leads by 2. It's Baby Rattler basketball as we begin the fourth and final quarter in this Class 2A state semifinal. In that third quarter, FAMU with only 2 field goals, 2 of 13 from the floor, 15.4%, tapped out long. Pettiholm got fouled, and she'll shoot 2 shots, and that's the 4th foul on Ray Jean Garner. So McNeely, Garner, and Salter all with 4 fouls apiece.
And that could be trouble. It's going to dig FAMU deeper and deeper into their bench. And it also stops the clock while they can score.
Pettiholm now 3 for 3. And she's got a chance to tie it.
But like I said, it just seems in the second half that every 50-50 ball has gone where? To Grandview. Seems like they just want it more.
Well, she makes 1 of 2, so FAMU still out in front for the moment. 22 points today for Nija Pettiholm.
And we still have 7 minutes.
She averages 22.8 a game, so she's right there on her average. The floater along the baseline, no good by McNeely. Outlet ahead to the 7th grader Duncan. Finds Pettiholm. And rebounded. Leon with a rebound for FAMU.
Jones getting in transition here. Good
Which
job.
You alluded to is what they need to do.
They got to get in transition. I mean, Grandview is tired here. FAMU's got to, once they get in transition, they're getting the baskets they want. They're not settling for jumpers and that type of stuff.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Baby Rattlers, 44-41, under 7 minutes to play in the game. Coming up next, it's the other 2A semifinal between Academy at the Lakes and Sheridan Hills Christian. There's two more for Pierre Luis, 17 for the 6'4 junior, and it's back to a 1-point game.
When you put no pressure on the point guards, he's able to look right over the top, and there's nothing FAMU can really do about that.
Stolen away. Pettiholm. Off to Duncan. And snatched down by Garner. Again, LaCaris Salter, the 2A player of the year, sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Pierre Luis with another rebound. Let's see where she's at rebounding today.
She has a double-double.
Yeah, you're right. She already double-digit rebounds today to go along with double-digit points.
Well, I'll tell you, we played her last year and she had a triple-double.
Duncan misses for the 3. Boy, nice play there by Julia Duncan. It was Julia Duncan that hit the game winner to send Grandview Prep here. The freshman following her shot, getting her first 2 of the game.
And I'll tell you, Grandview's role players are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're not trying to do anything they can't do. And that's a good thing. They know their roles here.
A 1-point lead for Grandview Prep. Whistle and a foul against the Pride.
I think right now, FAMU might have to go back to their pressure defense because that's what got them a lot of easy baskets early.
Pettiholm picks up her second foul. Rattlers
nice move.
Trailing for the first time all day. Garner draws the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. She's looking for her first points today. And the foul whistled. And it's going to be the second on Julia Duncan. No player with 3 fouls for Grandview Prep. As we've mentioned, there are 3 players with 4 fouls for the Baby Rattlers, including the young lady at the free throw line, Ray Jean Garner, who just got her first point of the day.
And that's a big basket to stop the run.
Garner shoots 75% from the line. She averages 6.4 a game. And the sophomore hits just 1 of 2. Rebounded by the freshman.
Still no pressure yet. It's kind of, letting them walk it up. And you have a problem here because...
And timeout call by Grandview Prep with 4:54 to play. We're tied at 45 here in the Class 2A state semifinals. Earlier today in the Class 1A semifinals, Chipley knocked off top-ranked Hilliard 55-50. They will take on South Walton, which rolled to a 54-30 win over the Villages. That game will be at 4:35 tomorrow afternoon. The Class 1A state championship. Academy at the Lakes, Sheridan Hills Christian coming up next at 4 o'clock. Stick around as Kelly Neff will handle the play-by-play with Willie Powers. And the championship game in 2A will be played tomorrow night at 8:05. Still yet to come, 2 more games in session 3. The 4A semifinals. Defending state champion Dunbar and number 2 Ribault. Also Atlantic and Coral Springs Charter. 7 o'clock and 8:30 respectively. Dunbar, one of 5 defending state champions, which are playing this week. Dr. Phillips in 8A, Edgewater in 6A, Dillard in 5A, FAMU here in 2A, and of course Dunbar in 4A. FAMU still struggling, shooting the basketball, just 3 of 19 from the floor in the second half. 15.8%. Grandview Prep, 53.3% from the floor. That's going to be an offensive foul. Pierre Luis, her second.
a good job of that defender getting over there and help side.
Yeah.
Knowing that your big girl has 4 fouls on her. But also a smart job of Grandview going right at her with 4 fouls.
So FAMU with a chance to take the lead. 4.5 minutes to play here in Lakeland. Tied at 45. Nice job to our crew, by the way, to get our other camera working. So thanks for your patience, folks. Our thanks to our producer, Nick Minori, and our entire crew this week with Play On Sports. Second foul called on Duncan. And Garner back to the line where she is 1 of 2. Ray-Jean Garner now with 2 points.
It's 2 big free throws from her.
FAMU has reclaimed the lead. It's 1 of 2 again, and the freshman Julia Duncan gets the rebound. So Grandview Prep down 1 with a basketball. A matchup of the top 2 teams in Class 2A according to Source Hoops. Petahome cut off. Pierre Luis will launch a 3. Burgess tapped it into the corner for herself.
Another 50-50 ball.
And it's taken away by Salter. 3-on-1. FAMU with numbers. Behind the back pass. And yes, killed the basket for Jasmine Jones.
Nice basket, nice pass. Now right there, that could get them going. Another transition basket. If you notice in transition, that's when they're dangerous.
Third foul on Petahome, the 18th point for Jasmine Jones, the freshman with a 3-point play the old school way. A 3-point lead for the Baby Rattlers, a chance to make it 4.
Nice 3-point play there.
Jones had missed 2 free throws earlier in the game. But that free throw makes it a 4-point game. Loose ball. And a foul going to go against Pierre Louise. That'll be her 3rd.
And now we're in the 1-and-1 here.
18 fouls. Two more, they'll be in the double bonus. McNeely looking for double digits. The 5'6" sophomore with 9. She's 2 for 2 from the line today. McNeely shoots 54.5% from the line. She's right on her average, too. She averages 9.5 a game. But the shot is no good.
And Jasmine Jones is doing a good job right now defensively, making it a little bit tougher for her to make that pass into the post now because she has defensive pressure here.
49-45, 4-point lead for the defending state champions. Deflected and stolen by Garner. Outlet ahead to McNeely. McNeely misses the layup. Got it back and sticks it back in.
Another transition basket. And what's happening now since FAMU's put pressure on the point guard, other people are having to handle the ball that don't usually handle it.
I mean, you're right. That's when they've been the most effective today is in transition. That's double digits for McNeely. 11 in the game. Wide open look. Freshman or the 7th grader with a miss. Jillian Duncan.
Get it and go.
FAMU with a 6-point lead under 3 minutes to play in the game. McNeely against Pierre Lewis, who stuck with her and got the block. Outlet ahead to Petahome. Petahome does not have numbers. She'll launch a 3 anyway. She wanted a foul, but no whistle. Well, with over 2 minutes to play, there's still a lot of basketball left, Coach.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, like I say, Jasmine Jones has done it on both ends of the court today. I mean, defensively, what she's doing right now the Pettyhome is pretty impressive because she's making her get the ball to other people and not be the facilitator here. And like I said, every time FAMU High gets in transition, they're hard to beat. But if they, sit back and allow the team to dictate what they're going to do, then, Grandview is very successful.
They mentioned the job that they've done on Pettyhome in this fourth quarter. They've shut her down. Pettyhome had 6 in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 7 in the third. No field goals here in the fourth.
Well, that's because Jasmine Jones is defending now.
Yeah.
And like I said, the third quarter allowed her to walk the ball up the court and do what she wanted to do. And, she made some great decisions.
Two minutes and 20 seconds left. May have spoken too soon. We lost our camera again. Try to get that up and running here quickly for you guys. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. You can watch all the action of the girls and boys semifinals and championships right here on the FHSAA network. Mike Rideout along with Pete K. Young, girls basketball coach Willie Powers here at the Lakeland Center. The Class 2A state semifinals. Defending state champion and number 1 ranked FAMU, the Baby Rattlers from Tallahassee, leading by 6 over number 2 Grandview Prep. FAMU led by 12 at the half. Grandview Prep, though, with a 15-5 run in the third, had taken a brief lead. McNeely dribbles it out. FAMU still struggling, just 21.7%. The numbers have come up a little bit, but they are just 5 of 23 in the second half from the floor. After a miss, Salter with a rebound. May have been partially blocked there.
She could have 10 blocks by now.
Pierre Luis with a big block. There's Pettyhome with a stop and go for 2 more. 24 points for the 5'8 junior.
And that's where she's at her best, getting to the basket.
4-point game, a minute and a half left.
FAMU High might still want to be on the attack here because, like I said, it's only a 4-point game.
Well, they're going to spread it, Coach.
You still want to always look to score.
FAMU trying to run clock. And a foul called against Pierre Luis will be her 4th. 9 team fouls. So it's a 1-and-1 for Janiyah McNeely. McNeely 2 for 3 from the line today.
It's a big 1-and-1 here.
She missed the front end of a 1-and-1 here in this quarter. McNeely shoots just 54.5%. Rebounded by Pierre Luis. The Pride down 4 with a minute to play. Burgess back up top to Duncan. Burgess, that's a 2 if it goes. First basket of the game for the 5'8 freshman Summer Burgess. It's a 2-point game with 46 seconds to play.
And that's one reason why I don't believe in stalling the ball without looking to score, because things like this happen. You miss a free throw, you turn it over, then you're out of sync. My theory is if you can, get some time off the clock but get a basket, you always want to be looking for that basket.
What do you think Coach Ali is telling his team right now?
Well, hopefully you tell them to attack the basket because they have 9 team fouls on Grandview right now, so you get to the double bonus. You don't want to shoot a 3-ball here. You want to try to get something going to the basket here because, like I said, you don't get a shot here. It might be a long rebound, and the Pride is out on the break. So, you don't want to take chances here. So we want to look for something good, get into the basket.
FAMU has won 2 state championships under Ahmad Ali. Last year, they defeated Hollywood Christian 55-53. In 2004, they won the 1A title, defeating Bradenton Christian 81-56. They have won their 3 playoff games by an average of 48 points, but they've got their hands full here today.
I'll tell you, you might want to look at 1-4 flat here and get Jasmine Jones with the ball in her hand.
FAMU beat Academy at the Lakes 67-46 in last year's semifinals. Academy at the Lakes coming up next against Sheridan Hills Christian in the other 2A semifinal, scheduled to tip at 4, so we'll start a little bit late for our second game. They continue to try to run clock, and one more foul, and they'll shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way, and there it is. It will be on Burgess, her third. So 2 free throws forthcoming. FAMU shooting just 20% in the second half, 5 of 25. They are 4 of 11 from the free throw line here in the second half.
And Grandview has no more timeouts, too. That could be big here.
McNeely shooting 2 shots. She made her first 2 in the first half. She's missed the front end of a 1-and-1 twice here in the fourth quarter. But she knocks down the free throw there. And I've always said, you know, if you blame the broadcaster for talking about a free throw and they miss it, then we should get credit when they make it.
Yeah, that's a big free throw there. Now it becomes could be a 2-possession game if she hits this one here. And like I say, they have no more timeouts.
She got them both. A 4-point lead again. 25.5 seconds left. Petitholm.
Foul here.
Petitholm over Salter.
That's a good rebound.
So FAMU, if they can make their free throws and hold on to the ball, they're going to head back to the state championship game. 10-second count.
Wow.
Well, I think at this point you got to have a 3. You didn't have to have it the first time.
Here's the deal. They have no more timeouts. No fouls here. Let them shoot it and get out the way because they have no more timeouts.
And what you don't want to do is foul on a 3.
That's why I put everybody in the paint. Let them shoot the tray ball. Let the ball roll.
Petitholm, a little up and under move, couldn't connect. It goes out of bounds to FAMU with 1.1 seconds to play, and go ahead and put the FAMU Baby Rattlers back in the state championship game. The defending state champions are going to get the win. It wasn't easy. When Salter got in foul trouble early, we weren't quite sure. They had a double-digit lead. Give Grandview Prep credit. They were able to come back, coach, but in the end, FAMU gets the win.
Very good basketball game. I'll tell you, both teams really played hard. I tell you, Grandview Prep have nothing to hold their head down. You know, they played 32 minutes of pretty hard basketball and did some things probably they haven't done all year.
So Grandview Prep season comes up just a little bit short. They were also here in the finals last year. They finished 25-3. And the FAMU Baby Rattlers trying to repeat as state champions, improved to 25-4. And they will play tomorrow night at 8:05 against the winner of our next game between Academy at the Lakes and Sheridan Hills Christian. That's going to do it for our coverage in this Class 2A state semifinal. For our producer, Nick Minori, for my broadcast partner, Willie Powers, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long for now from the Lakeland Center, the site of the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals.